All right. If you want to take the first introduction, I would love to take the second.
Oh, sure. No problem. No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fine fans around the world, please give a huge round of applause as he makes his way down the grandstanding high-featured stall, weighing in at 150 pounds, hailing from Rio, Miguel, Brazil. It is the one and only Julia Barbosa. Shot here. Dancing with Black Heat.
I can't tell if they're booing or mooing. Do you?
It could be the Moo Moo. Moo Moo who?
And her opponent.
Boo Moo who ooh woo. I'm just
She's
gonna keep
coming
going.
to you from the tethered void. Life always ends in death. And here is Lady Death just to hurry it along the way. Coming in from WPWF. Put your hands together for some spooky shit, y'all.
Weighing just a little bit deflated at 183 pounds, hailing from the Southern Void itself, like Valentine's, it is the one and only the inevitable Lady Death here to throw hands with Julia Barbosa. It's going to be one hell of a fight. Now, to also reiterate, even though this is a virtual World Cup match, the virtual World Cup does honor the rules set in place by Honor Pro Wrestling. So that means both combatants will be expected to ignore whatever the rules are at their home federations and abide by our rules while they are fighting in our ring here tonight.
That is just one of the extra little details that I do love about the V1 World Cup. It just gives the wrestlers a little bit something else that they have to keep in mind.
Indeed. Now to say that isn't too far off from, what they're used to at normal fare. We do honor the spirit of pro wrestling. As a matter of fact, other than the fact that we do allow punching and direct, strikes with the fists, that is literally the only rule that we're off from classic really classic old school pro ring rules here at Honor Pro Wrestling.
But don't forget about that 20 count on the floor and that top rope roll. Those could always come into play, and especially with that 20 count, often do.
Speaking of coming into play, the lovely Veranity refereeing tonight's event's going to be calling the shots play by play, making sure to officiate tonight's actions. As the bell rings and the opening contest starts, and both women instantly lock arms, lock horns in the center of the ring. No pun intended. Okay, maybe a little pun intended. Think Julia got my point? Get it? Because horns have points.
Well, if Lady Death isn't very careful, she could get both of those points.
I mean, Lady Death does seem to be in a peculiar situation, getting her arm cranked, taking a series of elbow strikes and knee strikes, and just Julia working the back.
Now, I have watched both of these fighters in detail, both Julia at UFW and Lady Death at WPWF, and these two are absolute titans. This could have been your V1 World Championship match if the brackets had fallen differently. This is definitely a championship level match.
Julia Barbosa definitely taking the fight to Lady Death right now, working the leg, working that ankle, just round and round, cranking it over and over again, making sure to keep Lady Death off of her feet.
Vanity is already checking in on Lady Death, seeing if she submits, but I tell you that was going to be a no.
I mean, that's going to be a no. Retrained by Barbosa, and then they use the elbow hook right to the side of that leg. Make sure to pick a target and work it early. Julia knows what she is doing.
She is a former champion in her own right. She is an absolute bruiser of a fighter.
This gets way Julia out flat.
And then she just yanks her up to her knees. No chill at all. Just going in for the ultimate combo. Left, right, left, and then into the Yakuza kick.
God damn! Boot right to the face. Knocks her off her ass. There's a pin attempt. This could be it. One. We got only one as Julia kicks out.
Absolutely kicked out with authority. But Lady Death just showing that she is enjoying the fight. She enjoys bringing the pain. Remember, death is an inevitable part of life. Let's see how these two get on.
And I should have worn my Deadpool cosplay instead of this onesie. I picked the wrong pajamas.
Well, at least you wore the brown pants.
This is true. I did wear the brown pants today.
Both fighters are in the corner. But here comes Lady Death, coast to coast on the pain train with the hip attack into the corner. And down goes Julia hard.
Oh,
Now she is being choked.
Rash tactics.
Lady Death holding that count to as long as she can. She is well known for her brutal fighting style. But Julia is just as equally known. This match could turn around on a turkey's fart.
I think it just did. Lady Death came in hot, ate a knee, and then, oh, Julia up and over. Does he go? Beautiful moonsault, catching Lady Death unaware.
That was an absolute surprise attack, and Lady Death is just down, clutching her face.
Great time for Julia to capitalize and seize her moment, and she does just that with a beautiful ground and pound series of overhand rights, punishing Lady Death over and over again.
Now, this is not what she calls that, but I have always called that move the ground beat.
Oh man, she's definitely getting mashed in a hamburger, just working that arm, working her face, just doing absolutely no mercy.
But even through all this, Lady Death is still laughing.
Julia Barbosa locking in that arm. Beautiful hold. Julia's not able to keep her in place. Lady Death putting her boots to the mat, pushing along, and she's got to the ropes.
And just like earlier, Julia is holding in that submission hold to the full 4 count, which, is entirely legal.
I have never seen a problem with it. I do not know why you people are booing. She let go before she reached 5. All right, Julia picking her shot, lining up. Lady Death might be a little too groggy to see this one coming. She's struggling to get to her feet. She might get blindsided. Here she comes in.
Oh, a drop kick right to the knee. Oh, that much power going into that small of a place. That is so easy to just shatter a leg.
Oh, beautiful strike to the knee, a club strike to send her down to her face. Julia Barbosa is in control of this match right now, and she needs to keep that control if she wants to capitalize. Oh, look at that!
I guess you could say she has grabbed life by the horns.
Oh, that looks like a rodeo. I don't know if Lady Death's going to be holding on.
Julia is definitely showing how proficient she is with these submission holds.
Lady Death still refusing to give in. definitely seems to have her back. Julia having no choice but to let go.
Those kind of submission holds, they put a lot of damage onto the victim, but they also put a lot of damage onto the user. It puts a lot of stress on the body, so you just can't hold them forever. Julia is going in on just kicking and kicking into a back spin kick, putting Lady Death down.
Julia Barbosa definitely holding no punches, pulling no stops, going all out. There is a pin cover. There's one. There is two, but still not enough to put Lady Death away as she gets her shoulder up, and this match is still on.
Any other opponent, I think that might have been it, but Lady Death, as I have said, is one of those opponents that you can never count out of a match. She is always in it, but so is Julia.
Julia taking a moment to play up to the crowd a little bit. The crowd did not appreciate that. Lady Death getting to her feet. She is seeing stars. Julia making a move, coming in hot. Oh no, Lady Death caught her.
She's setting up for something. I think it's going to be a choke slam. Is licking allowed?
Oh my God, slinging her into the ropes, coming in, and then bam, hit her with the death kill.
It has been a long time since I have seen that move, but it is a brutal one. I have not seen anyone kick out, and I have not seen it tonight. Your winner by pinfall, the inevitable Lady Death.
One hell of a valiant effort, one hell of a valiant showing. Absolutely just Julia showing why she's the pride of UFW, and Lady Death showing why she's the terror of WPWF. Just look at her both. Oh yeah, it's going to take more than a few belts to stop her. Vanity, you might want to get out of the ring. Yeah. That's a good idea. I keep my distance, Vanity. She will snap your neck.
That was one hell, no pun intended, of an opening match tonight. And that's just the first course. That's just the appetizer, folks. We still have a lot of action coming up.
Yeah, I just realized we could totally